Because not only is she the queen of daytime, she's the queen of everything. She is the model that everybody else is measured by.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So if she could do it, why couldn't I? Why am I just curling up after this small failure?
Mm-hmm.
So then I just got back in it, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to go hard in it, and I'm going to, learn where I failed and what I did wrong, what I need to do. And it was so funny when I look back, they said, well, your first mistake is going in there thinking you were going to be great.
Mm.
So I was messing up from the gate. That's why I had to learn the business, learn terms, learn processes, learn just about manuscripts and about how the process of authoring a book works.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had, got my courage back up and I put myself back out there again.
Mm. Wow. Yeah, definitely. So then that leads me to this next question. And then, so what are your top 3 things that keep you going other than being inspired from the success of Oprah? What are the 3 things that keep you going in your day to day as a writer?
Positive self-talk. Like I was saying prior was I put up, if people that follow me on Instagram and Facebook, I put up a morning affirmation, and I had started doing it because there was so much negativity on social media. So let me just start, putting up some positive stuff, but the positive stuff I put up is positive stuff that I actually believe. Mm-hmm. My morning affirmations, those words I put up isn't just for likes. I actually believe the things I say. Mm-hmm. That I post when I say a morning affirmation, and that's what I take with me throughout the day when I start off. Today, it's going to be a good day.
Mm-hmm.
That positive self-talk, that's one thing. Prayer does a lot, and it may sound cliche, but it actually does.
Mm-hmm.
It, when you pray and you show your worship through works, God gives those the desire of their heart. That serve him and they worship him, and that's what I do. I pray. I this is also a work, because when I say I'm an author of cautionary tales, you're going to learn something from my books. I want you to learn something. I want to open up dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the prayer come in, but I'm not going to beat you over your head with.
Mm-hmm.
And the third thing is just having. And I know it's hard because everybody doesn't have it, but just have one person that keeps you grounded on your team.
Mm-hmm.
One person that's not going to lie to you. One person that's going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, because that's what a real friend is. That's what real support is.
Mm-hmm.
If some people just want the yes man.
Yeah.
That's not, yeah.
They're easier.
Right. And, for me, that is my husband. I mean, I've let him read a chapter of my book, and he was like, I don't like it. You need to dig deeper. Go back.
Mm.
I'm like, wait, what? And the first time he told me, I was like, I thought it was a joke. I laughed.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like really serious. He's like, no, dig deeper. I don't like it. Or it's moving too fast. You need to slow it down.
Hmm.
So I'm not one that turns out books every 3 weeks or a month or something like that. No, thought goes into it. Process is continuity. So having that real person on your team,
mm-hmm.
that's going to say, even if it's just one,
mm-hmm.
having that real person that'll say, this doesn't sound right. It doesn't read right. It's moving too fast. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And not taking it personally. That's the third thing everybody should have.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you can find that. It's easy to find a conservative naysayer anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so you have to, even if you have a naysayer, listen to what they're saying, because it's truth in it somewhere.
It's 7 o'clock.
That you have to find that truth from.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, and then like I said, so you just have that support.
Mm-hmm.
Your real person, I call it the real person.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to tell everything real like it is, whether you like it or not. positive self-talk, and prayer. If you have those three things, you're going to be good in life, not just in this business.
Yeah.
Because one thing about this business, or anytime you're reaching your goal, the higher you get, the smaller your circle is going to be. So you're going to need these three things.
Mm-hmm.
Because when everybody's downing you and bashing you, you're going to need that positive self-talk. Because you're going to have to pump yourself up sometimes.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to have that one when it's always that one in the background when, I want to give up. Yeah, you should give up because, it's not worth it. You don't have that person. Yeah, so you got to talk positive to yourself. No, what I had, what's for me is for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it. My time is coming. Yeah. I can clap for you now because my time is coming. Mm-hmm. Have that prayer. Have a little talk with Jesus, how the song goes.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a little talk with Jesus and then just have that one real person that when they tell you something you don't want to hear, you know it's coming from a good place.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say? I was going to piggyback off of something. Oh, I want to see what you think about this. There's this image, quote rather, floating around the Instagram, and negative, but also kind of positive. I just want to get your take on it. It says, it reads, to all of my self-employed friends, small business owner friends. It says, Rihanna releases a lip gloss, people buy it. Michael Jordan puts out new trainers, people buy it. Dr. Dre has new headphones, people buy it. Oprah promotes weight loss programs, folks jump if they can on board. Beyonce has a concert, people spend $250 on a ticket. But friends or family starts a new business and people are wary. Not sure if this is going to work. I'll give it 6 months. They're a bit expensive, they say. Why are we so quick to support someone we don't know, who has plenty of money already, but we can find a million reasons not to support someone we know. And that's the kind of thing that last question there. Why are we so quick to support someone we don't know, who has plenty of money already, but we can find a million reasons not to support someone we know? What's your take on that?
Because, again, supporting somebody you know means going against the grain. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan has a following. But we're seeing the now of Michael Jordan. But what about when Michael Jordan was in college and nobody knew who he was?
Right.
Everybody had to have their come up. But those are all acceptable things. Those are the end thing. Having the Jordans, going to the Beyonce concert, to be part of that, to say, I was there. See, it sounds to me like it's all about acceptance. If I buy this, I'm going to be accepted.
Mm-hmm.
If I go here, I'm going to be accepted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be cool in my circle of friends.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It's about being accepted and being part of the old in crowd, into the who's who.
Mm-hmm.
It almost strikes me as sort of like a sycophant type thing. You want to pay Beyonce $250 just to get a piece of her.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You want to get these Jordans just to get a piece of him. But and that's the end thing to do. But buying something from Joe Schmo on the block, buying a pair of shoes from him, he hasn't made a name for himself. It's stepping out, is doing something against the grain. Remember, we talked about people are scared to leave. They're scared to branch out on something. Because really, it's so funny because I'm watching from the background how, everybody has all of these fancy handbags. And I've watched this guy on Instagram, Lewis Stewart. He has his branded bag, and he's gaining momentum. Out in L.A. His name is Lewis Stewart. Yes. He's got a line of handbags. And so it's everybody, they're slowly making room for him. But somebody had to branch out and take a chance on him. So it's all about that branching out and doing something different. You know, people are scared to do that. They're scared. You know, they want to be part of that craze, part of that fad.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, back in the 80s, they were doing it about Michael Jackson. When had to pay all that money, you had to have that Beat It jacket or that Thriller jacket.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the Jordans. When Jordans first came out, people really weren't feeling them. You got to remember that what's coming out are the retro ones that came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
People wasn't really feeling them when they came out at first. Same thing with Air Force Ones. They were $39.99 when they came out the first time. But then again, they had to back up, regroup, fast forward 20 years. Now they're $100 a pair, and people are loving them.
Yeah.
Same thing with me. I put out Sunday Christians in 2009. Didn't do much. I had to put it down. Fast forward 10 years. Here we are again. Now I'm doing an interview. Now somebody's interested. I've got a following.
Yeah.
You see, sometimes it's just, people are just that way. You have to make a name for yourself. And it's, people are scared. That's why you have to, how they say, you have to gain a following. A lot of people, they say, you don't start really making noise until your second book. People want to see if you're just a flash in the pan. So they need to get comfortable seeing your name. They need to get comfortable seeing your brand.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So once they get comfortable seeing that turquoise J with the heart, oh, that's Jodea. Oh, okay. Yeah, she has this.
Yeah.
But like you said, when you know, when you asked me about Sunday Christians, you had no idea Sunday Christians is really 10 years old.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Exactly. Because I had to go back to the drawing board. Funny, I mean, and you just have to get a following.
Yeah.
Honest, real talk. Family Guy. That funny cartoon that everybody loves.
Yeah.
It came out in the 80s, but nobody was feeling it. Because it was all about the Simpsons.
Yeah.
So they cut them off. Fast forward 10 years. We're going to try this again.
Yeah.
Now people love Peter Griffin. Can't get enough of him.
Hilarious.
He's hilarious. We said the same thing together. Hilarious.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It just wasn't his time. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. People want to be part of what's hot.
Yep.
And when you branch out, like right now, it's probably some people listening to this, like, who is Jodea?
Yeah.
Who is that? You know? But it takes a minute. Because at one time, people were like, Beyonce, who? Who was that?
Right. Right.
You got to start somewhere, and you're going to have, again, all of those no's when you're beginning. But all it takes is that one right yes.
Yeah.
You'll have no's, you'll have doors slammed, people laughing at you, people downing you, people telling you, you know, why you doing that? It's not making any money. But all it takes is that one right person to get a hold of your work for everything to take off.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. That one yes, and man.
That one yes will change your life.
Right, right. It makes me think of that cartoon that sometimes circulates the internet of the two people under, I guess, in a mine type of field, and they're both digging and trying to get to the jewels,
exactly.
And the one guy gives up, and he's almost there, but then
I know the exact what you're talking about.
And then the other guy, he's still at it, still, you know, and he's still got a ways to go, but he's still at it, and that's what that makes me think of, like. Don't give up. You're so close. You know, you're almost there. And I think, you know, also I think people are not patient. You know, they just want to arrive. You know, here I am. I put the book out. Now buy it.
Yeah, okay, like how I was at first. We're now generation.
Yeah.
You know, I'm used to producing. I come from the mindset there is no excuse for not producing. So I'm results. So when, you know, I showed up, I'm like, this is it. Yeah. I've arrived.
Exactly.
And reality said, not quite. So, it is funny. I can look back on it and laugh.
Yeah.
But that day in the White household was not a good day.
Oh, man.
But I can look back. We even laugh about it. We just laugh about it. I was like, remember I had that book signing?
Yeah.
And, we can laugh about it, but I was crushed.
Mm.
But, I just know my time is coming.
Yeah.
God wouldn't give me all of this to say. And, I'm not being boastful, but I know what I have is good. It's a good read. It's a cautionary tale. You're going to learn something. You're going to be entertained. You're not going to get bored. And you'll be satisfied at the end. Mm-hmm. That I can guarantee you.
Wow, that sounds good. That sounds like when I need to go ahead and Cash App you something so I can get my hands on it. Well, Miss, tell me your name again. I don't want to say it wrong.
It is pronounced Jodea.
Jodea. Is there anything else that you have to share with the community and just those listening?
Just, like Shakespeare said, to thine own self be true. If you feel good about the product you put out and you know that product represents you and you're being totally true to yourself, the product is going to sell itself.
Yeah. Yeah, that reminds me. Go ahead.
No, what you were going to say? What you going to say?
I was going to say that reminds me of, it reminded me of another quote but I lost my mind. I forgot it.
It's all right. It's all right. Mm-hmm.
But go ahead. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
No, I was just saying that,
yeah.
we all have our season. Mm-hmm. This is the best way. Just keep pressing forward. When you think about giving up, don't.
Yeah. Because
you'll always wonder what might have been. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to be stuck with that.
Yeah, no regrets. Keep moving forward. That's definitely something that I always say is keep moving forward. And, hey, that sounds good. That sounds good to me. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Oh, my goodness. For those listening.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. For those listening, man, if you did not learn something from today's conversation, I don't know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you, but it's been such a pleasure. Ms. Jodea, can you tell us where to find you on Instagram and Facebook? And tell us again your website address.
Okay, my website address is www.novelsbyjodea, all one word, .com. I am on Instagram at Jodea Novels, JODEANOVELS, and I am on Facebook at Novels by Jodea.
All right.
And you can find me there, and my website has new announcements, gives you guys a bio. I have a blog on there. I try to get on there once a month. Not doing a good job of that. And it has descriptions of the book. I think I'm going to start posting sneak peeks of the books as well. So maybe I might post a chapter so you could read a chapter of it. There is a sneak peek on the Facebook page of Sunday Christians. And let's see, you can click on the NBJ bookstore. And that's where you can purchase the books. If you want to purchase them in person, I will be at the East of the River Book Fair in Washington, D.C. at the Arc Theater on Mississippi Avenue on Saturday, October the 5th. For anybody who's listening on the East Coast, it'll be 11 to 4 p.m. and I will be there presenting. So I hope to see you guys there. I thank you again, Ms. Wynn, for the opportunity to come on and to tell you guys a little bit about who I am and what I do.
Awesome. You are so welcome. And I look forward to, after this third book is published, to talking and speaking with you again and seeing how everything's going and catching up with you hopefully soon.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. And you have a blessed evening.
Thank you. You too. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right, bye.